Guys, yes, you read this correctly. It's 2 a.m. and I am playing Elden Ring on the PlayStation 4 like a damn teenager. I got this thing today. It's 2 a.m. I'm just playing this mofo. And so let me talk to you guys a little bit about this game over the last 6 hours I've been playing. So this is the first 6 hours of what this game's all about. Now, a little history lesson, my perspective. I've been playing fantasy role-playing games on computers since the late 80s. So if you're older like me, you know games like Ultima, Bard's Tale, stuff like that. I've done those, okay? Most recently, love Skyrim, huge fan of that. Now, Dark Souls. Not a huge fan. I rented the first one and I could not get into it. It was just too damn hard. I had rented it for a weekend. It was just like, this ain't happening. I had Bloodborne on the PS4 and I was like, okay, that's kind of fun, but it's too damn hard again. But for some reason, I really wanted to play this. I was watching some YouTube videos, as I want to do, and I got sucked in and I wanted to play big boy games, and it's what everyone's playing, so I said, forget it, let's do it. So $65 later at Best Buy, I bought the damn thing, installed it. I've been playing off and on since about 2, I guess that's 12 hours, but then I took some breaks and stuff. So I've been playing about 6 hours. Thoughts, impressions, what to do, what not to do. Here you go, boom. First off, you're watching this video because you know the game, you love the game, or you know me. And this channel is all about to the hype train, okay? And I'll say this, this is hard, you will die, but you know, I don't think it's as hard as Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Now, I might be coloring my memory a little bit, but I don't think this is quite as hard as those games. There is one thing that's a kind of pain in the ass. There's no like pausing. There's a save. You can save at these little places called, these little grace spots, these little light, they're called grace. You can save here, you can rest, you can kind of like reorganize your character and things like that. You know, level up, change your flask, memorize spells, all that kind of jazz. And this is kind of a safe spot. I don't think you could be killed or attacked here in this moment, but that's about it. There's no other place to, you know, if I go to my equipment and I'm messing around with inventory or crafting, you can get attacked and killed. So there's no safe moment. You can't quit the game, and I'll show you how to do that right now because I'm going to do it because it's 2 a.m. You go to system. You go to system, you go here, and you say, quit the freaking game, bro. And so I go, save the game, Chakonk, done. Game is now saved, okay? And that's about it on that. Fantasy, this is not like Skyrim where there's this big story. This is, there's not much story. It's just, right now, it's just exploring. These first 6 hours, you're just gonna create your character. There's 12 classes. Some of them are kind of familiar to like a D&D, your classic, you know, Tolkien type of characters. They're all kind of human though. There's no dwarf, elf, that kind of demi-humans, just human. You can customize them a bit. You can also like go straight from scratch. I think they're called the Wretched, where you just like could put your stats wherever you want. So there's some flexibility. There's enough like fun things to kind of create your old loadout. There'll be other videos. Go look at those on YouTube on how to create your best warrior and how to create your best whatever. I picked kind of the paladin class, which is called the Confessor. Looks kind of like a, you know, Inquisition type of, you know, character from the freaking, you know, Italian Inquisition. So far it's fun. You're gonna die, and it's about running. That's honestly what it's about, getting away from the bosses. These first 6 hours, I'm just grinding, killing these little wimpy dudes, you know, fighting some wolves or some some things like that. And as I build up experience, build up some skills, things like that, that's what you do. And you do that for a while. I have not beaten the Tree Sentinel. I've not beaten any of the big old monster dudes. None of the bosses yet. I'm just spend all day and night getting from 10th level to, you start at 10th level for this character, from 10th to 8th. So that's all I did. And I got my ass handed to me multiple times. Combat is tricky. It's a big boy game where you have to dodge, parry, different attacks. You do have some spells, things like that. For this character, the Confessor, because he's kind of a paladin, he has some kind of healing spells, things like that. It's also like a stealth spell, which is kind of weird because paladins aren't really stealthy, but that's okay. It's not a paladin, it's just similar. I'm having a blast with it though. So much more fun than Dark Souls. So it's fun. It's hard. It's grindy. Like you wind up doing the same like little sections multiple times. And at one point I'm just like, screw it, I don't even need to do this again and again. Because you can just run past it or just forget it. The one thing I don't care for is everything respawns. So if you die, okay, and you kill, say, half of the monsters, a couple left, and you die, and you have to go back to get your remains or your experience gold. Experience and gold are both used the same interchangeably, which is interesting. It's a system called runes, and so your runes, you spend them like money, but you also need them for building up your level, so you have to decide. But if you die in the middle of like a little thing, and you get respawned in the little checkpoint, the grace moment spots, you have to go fight all those dudes again. Like they all respawned again. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. I do wish it was kind of persistent in that way, because if you're persistent, or your character is, and you have to go back and go to those places, it'd be nice to not have to go back through that whole thing again. So that's a little bit of a pain in the butt, and it's not a place where things level up with you. It's just you go there, there's some weak things and there's some strong things, and you can just move around the strong things if you need to, and just stick around with the weak things. That's what I mean about running away from bosses. You get a horse early on, which is like a life freaking saver. You need that mofo just to traverse. And these little save spots, which are called grace, those little moments, you can use those to fast travel. So there's fast traveling, which is nice. You've got merchants, which you're gonna need to get gear and stuff. You got your little save spots to level up and do little character stuff. No pausing. You can have multiple saves, so you can have like basically different save files for different characters you want to kind of like play with. Again, 6 hours in, so haven't really experienced 98% of it. But so far, very intriguing. Not a lot of dialogue, not a lot of what's going on, but it's fun. It's 2 damn a.m., so clearly I'm enjoying it. What else is there to know? The big thing, I got a best buddy. His name's Kevin. And he bought this today too. So we hooked up our damn headsets through our controllers and party mode, whatever. And we can play co-op on this. Just like the Dark Souls games. You play co-op in that you basically set a symbol that they can go to be summoned into your world or server, your world, right? And vice versa, you could do that where your friend or friends, multiple, can join up, meet you in that world on your basically hard drive, and you can do battles together, things like that. Now, they're limited in that they can't just travel with you throughout the whole game. It's like confined to a certain area, like a certain dungeon or a certain outer area that you can kind of like fight. And the deal is you're supposed to summon your friends, right, to help you fight the boss, right? To beat the boss. So the bosses are so badass that maybe it's built so you don't do it by yourself. You bring these other dudes to help you with the boss. But we were just using it as a way to just like hang out and kill minions and things like that. And you can, again, if you've got the right equipment to craft, you can be the one who goes to your friend's world, we'll call it Earth X, or they can come to your Earth Y, right? Or Earth 1 or 2 or whatever, if you're into DC Comics. So that was fun. Just the kind of multiplayer, you know, almost like a MMO RPG, which was kind of cool. But there are some, you both can't have horses at the same time. That wasn't working out. You do both gain experience, but it's a little, you can't like save and level up. You have to do that in your own world. So there are some things that, it's not like true co-op. It's like assistant co-op. It's like Cappy in in Super Mario Odyssey. It's like he can help out, and you'll get experience by going to the other world, and you can get experience. But you can only level up on Earth 1. When you go to Earth 2, you don't get to level up. You got to come back. But the experience is transferable. So there's that. And if you die, then you got to go back and go find where that signal is to summon them. But I had a blast. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I know that I'll get to a point where I'm stuck. That's going to happen. I just know that's going to happen. Like it's happened with all games for me. But so far, Elden Ring is pretty badass. So $65, I played it all day. You know, if I played for another 20 hours, I'm good. I feel like I got my money's worth. So really fun. That's what to look forward to. That's what I think. Again, I only played that one class, so I don't want to say about that, but it all kind of starts off at the beginning. You don't know what the shit you're doing. You're getting your ass handed to you, and you're just kind of like learning and grinding. And there you have it. So that's my, I don't even know if it's a review, but that's my suggestions and comments, and I'm going to bed. So peace out.